Good Saturday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Morristown East High School, where we are set for girls basketball action. It's the Upperman Lady Bees taking on the Morristown East Lady Hurricanes. I'm Noel McCann, the call here at our media network. Thrilled to be joined by my friend Jacob Vincent for some Saturday action. One of two games today for the Lady Bees. There'll be a JV game in between. Then they'll take on Maryville as they take on two 4A squads, two 1-0 teams, and the first real test of the season for this Lady Bee squad.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Coach Dana McWilliams always trying to challenge her team and trying to get them better and ready for both district play and then into the postseason. This is just the first step along the way, a long road trip, and having to take on a team in 4A that made the region semifinals a year ago, fell in a close game to Dobbins Bennett. And this is a bigger Morristown East team. Obviously, the Upperman Lady Bees not the biggest team in the world, so they have to deal with a little bit of size today.
Let's get to the tee-up starting lineups as Upperman here on the road under head coach Dana McWilliams in her 31st season. A 1-0 record coming off a 15-point victory over Clay County on Thursday, or pardon me, that was back on Tuesday night at this point. They all run together. It is the same starting lineup for the Lady Bees. Cora Bass, Sadie South, Taylor Delente, Gracie Butler, and Maggie Butler. Upperman in the black jerseys and shorts, white numbers and letters outlined in gold trim. Lady Canes in the white jerseys with orange numbers on the front and the back. Morristown East possesses the opening tip. Today's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment, your hometown steel dealer. Quickly into the half-court offense goes the Lady Canes. Upperman in a man-to-man for a few minutes, then they'll drop into the 2-3. Ella Wampler has it. She drives inside, shot off the glass, and good. A fast start there. She's working on Maggie Butler and finds the two. Upperman comes the other way. Lady Bees, very impressive. Led by 24 in the second half against Clay County before the Lady Dogs made a little bit tighter late. But they were in control throughout, and 11 threes made in those first three quarters. Didn't make a three in the fourth. That'll be the name of the game this year. Here's Sadie South with her first attempt of the day. That one's no good. Rebound down, grabbed by the Lady Canes. They're pushing it with tempo ahead. Harmony Sullivan has it. She fires it into the half court, into the corner for Riley Forrester. Now they work it around to the top of the key. Reverse feed over back into the corner for Forrester. Forrester back to the top of the circle. Now they go right wing side for Cloninger. Cloninger goes to work, now over to Forrester.
They're really trying to get it inside. Maggie Butler doing a great job of rooting out her offender.
Yeah, both Butlers, the Butler twins, Maggie and Gracie, the best post defenders on this squad. They'll be relied upon today in game number one. The weave action here for the Lady Canes. They spin it back to the top of the circle. Sullivan trying to get a favorable matchup. Sullivan, a little shot fake, now forced back to Wampler. That is a name and a half. Live on the main UCR Facebook page, YouTube channel, and the NFHS network. We welcome you in as Cloninger has it. Now she gives to Wampler. Drives in again. That time a foul called as Maggie Butler started to get those arms down a little bit. And Ella Wampler, she already has 2 points. She's going to go to the line to shoot two here.
Yeah, pretty good defense up until you got lower to that block. And as soon as you bring those arms down, they're looking to blow the whistle and obviously caught a little bit of the arm in the process.
Did not schedule easy, did Dana McWilliams early on in the season, as the first free throw is good and it's 3-0. Very much a losable game. A lot of teams won't schedule those early in the campaign, but they want to see where they are as the next free throw is good, and it's 2 for 2 for Wampler. This is a Morristown East team with everybody back off that team a year ago. They have state tournament aspirations in 4A. As Cora Bass goes to work now, a dangerous pass ricochets around. It's loose, and it's a turnover. A lot of those in the first quarter against Clay County. They cut them out in the last three, but they have one here. Now they go right side. Into the corner it goes. Trying to feed it into the low block, but good defense by Gracie Butler, and it's going to force the turnover as Taylor Delente flies in. Now here's the sophomore Sadie South into the half court. South with a nice game on Tuesday night. Finds Cora Bass. It was a three-point barrage for Upperman in the middle quarters of that game. Bass spins it back for Maggie Butler. Butler off the dribble. She's going to drive inside. Butler with speed, too strong off the glass, no good. And Harmony Sullivan possesses it ahead. Full court feed now inside, wide open. Good transition offense for Morristown East. Hannah Hall with the two, and Dana McWilliams wants to talk about it, and I suspect Jacob Vincent put her zone defense in.
Yeah, this is just too fast right now. Obviously getting it in the transition game that time, the man-to-man. They're really trying to expose down low in the post, and it has worked early on. Obviously got the foul call. They got one bucket inside, and then that time in the transition. And then offensively on the other side, just haven't been able to take care of the basketball the way that they want to take care of the basketball. Just a few too many turnovers early on, and haven't really been able to get into their offense to get a good shot.
Lots of basketball around the Upper Cumberland today. We already have a final. White County falls by 4 against Farragut, another 4A team. The Warriorettes back in action later on this afternoon. They're at Carter High School. We've got that play day at Clark Range. I believe that's where Goose is going to be at today. Livingston Academy's boys hosting a couple of teams as well, and that's not all. Teams around the Upper Cumberland getting it in here on the first Saturday of the season. Out of the timeout, Gracie Butler. She'll play point guard a lot this year as a foul will be called. She found Delenti, and Hannah Hall came in trying to get the steal and commits the first foul called against Morristown East tonight.
And a good job by Delenti to go get the basketball, go meet the pass, and that is how she's able to draw the foul in the process.
Looks like Gracie Butler goes to the point right now. Delenti give it go to Butler. Butler has it now from the baseline. Reverses back to Taylor Delenti. Delenti works it over right side, picks up the dribble, finds Cora Bass. High pressure man-to-man defense being deployed right now by the Lady Canes. Left side, Gracie Butler with it in a 6-0 ball game. Taylor Delenti open, deep three, got it. Asanya Brown with American Way Real Estate 3 for Taylor Delenti, and it's the first points for Upperman today.
Yeah, really good ball movement, and the players kept moving around themselves.
Little inside-out passing. They double inside, leads to an open three. No, here's Cora Bass with tons of speed ahead. Flip pass to Taylor Delenti. Delenti got hacked. They'll call a foul. It'll stay with Upperman. Coach McWilliams says, what was that? She's got a good argument. That was right on the forearm, but Upperman retains possession. Hacksaw Jim Duggan down there inside. Pass going to inbound. Kicks it to the corner. Wide open. Taylor Delenti. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound.
Jeez.
Cora Bass got destroyed inside.
Contact in there.
My goodness. And now a carry violation goes uncalled. Buckle your seatbelt. Sullivan gives back out. 3-ball on the way. That one's good. Ella Wampler, she's having a great start to the game. She's up to 7 points, and it's a 6-point Morristown East lead.
Yeah, that's a really tough matchup because she can get it done inside with the size that she has, but obviously stepping out on the perimeter and knocking down a good-looking three in the process.
Butler to Butler. This is Gracie, and now they'll call the hand check. Going around, Harmony Sullivan will pick up the personal. That'll be her first, team second. The scores that matter. Tennessee's up 21-0 over UTEP. Indiana getting blasted, 28-7. Jacob Vinson's going through it right now.
We already turned it off.
Indiana is over party, hosted by yours truly today.
Brought to you by the special teams.
Cora Bass with it, flips it to Ella Harrell. She'll be the first off the bench this year. Harrell trying to find somewhere to go, finds Gracie Butler. Taylor Delenti, they're leaving her open. Do that at your own peril. No good, but Ella Harrell takes out the trash. Good for two.
Yeah, I mean, that'll work as good as a pass, as good as an assist. Ella Harrell, a good job.
Breakdown, though, in transition. Defense, lay-in won't go. Harrell tips it out of bounds, and it'll go still on this end with the Lady Canes. They've gotten out quickly a couple of times and gotten behind the defense.
And usually that's what Upperman is doing to other teams. This time it's Morristown East able to get out in front in the transition.
Inbounds goes into the corner here for the Lady Canes. Here on their home floor, they're 1-0. Now Gracie Butler steps in there. Physical play, a scrum for it, loose, and we've got the tie-up with the arrow belonging to the Lady Bees. 3:49 to play in the opening quarter.
And a good defensive pressure there for the Lady Bees, trying to settle into it a little bit offensively, and now trying to turn up the defensive pressure to do so on the offensive side.
Some quick subs checking in and out here for the Lady Canes. They're coming off a season-opening win, a good one over Dobbins-Bennett, 47-36. Dobbins-Bennett's lost to Morristown East and West to open up their season, so they don't like this city very much. As Delenti has it, gives back Gracie Butler, and now she'll barrel inside and is fouled. This one going to go on Josie Helton off the bench, her first, team's third, and Gracie Butler to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two. Ava Mae Allen to the scorers table for the Lady Bees.
Now that's what makes guarding Butler so difficult, because she is such a good slasher to the bucket, a very physical driver and able to get the contact, and a lot of the time she'll be able to get the finish as well, but misses the first free throw.
First one's no good. Ava Mae Allen will check in for Cora Bass. Those are really the seven you're going to see. Sierra Nash and Cassie Crouch will get in from time to time as well, but this is going to be the main seven, it appears, for Upperman. Second one for Butler is good, and they've done a nice job of settling back in here, trailing by 6, now down to just 3.
Yeah, a little bit of full court pressure here as well.
Now pass ahead, it's dangerous, and it's going to be a turnover forced by that pressure. Taylor Delenti brings it up into the half court. Delenti back to Ava Mae Allen. Allen picks up the dribble. Now she'll be in a little bit of trouble, able to work it out to South. South finds Allen. Harrell trying to post up inside. That's a battle to watch between her and Wampler. Now Delenti. Delenti back to Butler. Butler, a couple of dribbles, finds Taylor Delenti. She drives towards the baseline, accelerates in, picks up, back to Ella Harrell. Harrell one dribble to Gracie Butler. Stiff screen, it'll be a moving screen called on her. Possession goes back the other way. That'll be the first on Ella Harrell, and Morristown East gets it back.
Yeah, got to come set, cannot move, and got to take the contact, and unfortunately couldn't do so, so it is the turnover going the other way. More of that full court pressure here for the Lady Bees.
And they will bring it up against it, trying to break it a little bit better this time as they find Cloninger. Cloninger gives back to Sullivan. Sullivan, stiff screen there. And they are into the 2-3 zone, and it has slowed down the offense significantly. Deep three. That one's way too strong. Fight for the rebound. Gracie Butler says, give me that. Now eyes up. Sadie South alone in the half court. Tip. She gets it and puts it in for two.
Yeah, a really good pass from Gracie Butler with her eyes up. A good catch, like you said, by South, and a nice finish to get it back to a one-point game.
Your first chance to see Sadie South this year. I think you'll see what I saw on Tuesday night. She has really taken some steps forward that are noticeable. Warmpler, though, taking over in the first quarter. A little mid-range jump stop makes it fall.
They're going to have to find a way to make it difficult for her to get good shots because she's going to get them and she's going to knock them down, but you got to make it a little bit more difficult.
Delenti, little bump, and now there's the call. And Taylor Delenti a little bit frustrated, and that's one of the reasons Coach McWilliams wants to come out. She comes out here. She plays in Greenville. It's a different style of officiating, a little bit more physical at times over here. You go into West Tennessee, a little bit more. You go into South Central, and you can't touch anybody with a 10-foot pole. So you get these different crews because you're going to have different crews where they want to go back to the state tournament.
Yeah, you want to make it through your region tournament. You want to make it through into the state tournament. You're going to see different crews every single tournament you play in.
South gives over to Bass. Cora Bass back in the game. Now works off a screen, flips a pass. It's tipped and intercepted. Now it's a foot race, and Harmony Sullivan can calmly lay it in for two.
Yeah, really nice defensive play. Just had her hands high out at the top of the part of the defense and able to poke it away.
13-8 our score. 2 minutes to play here in quarter number one. Bass gets another screen. That's not a moving screen. And they call Ella Harrell for
that's
one.
An awful call.
And she says, what? She got there and stood straight up. And it's the same official who called it the last time. That is not a moving screen.
No.
In any place. 1:44 to go in the first, and Gracie Butler back to the table. She's going to check in for Ella Harrell, who has a right to be frustrated.
What are you supposed to do?
It's a great screen. Sets up, squares shoulders. Defender runs into her. Keep playing. It's textbook. Sullivan fires it ahead. Corner three on the way. They're trying to strike quickly. No good. Fight for the rebound, and we've got a tie up and a jump. Maggie Butler able to hang on as Warmpler just tossed her around, and it'll stay on this end with the Lady Canes.
And you mentioned it, this Lady Bees team, they're trying to get a little bit physical now with Morristown East because they're letting them play a little bit other than the offensive fouls on.
Yeah, maybe I'm a little touchy after the crew we had last night at the football game I did. But not a great start for the Stripes. Valentine with it now left wing side. Bass steps up in that 2-3 zone. Sends it into the corner for Hannah Hall. Hall back to the top of the key. Sullivan. Harmony Sullivan, one dribble, sends into Warmpler. Warmpler boxed up by Butler. Now kicks back into the corner for Forrester. Reverse feed across, driving baseline. Nice defense, but a better finish. Hannah Hall lays it in. She's got 4 in the first, and they're back up in front by 7. Now Delenti quickly inside, puts it up good and one. Taylor Delenti with a tough finish. She'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play.
Yeah, that's a really good finish there by Delenti in the transition, and now a chance to get another point on the board, and one that they would very much like with just over a minute to go here in this first frame.
Score update, Tennessee up 28-0. They scored 28 second quarter points as Delenti's free throw no good. 1 for 3 so far at this stripe are the Lady Bees. That could loom large. Hall with it now in the half court. She sends it over left side, trying to drive. Nicely defended by Taylor Delenti. Now they send it back in Warmpler. Warmpler, little hook, throws it around. Left-hand lay, no. Rebound by Taylor Delenti, and now she'll push it ahead. Delenti with speed. Over to Sadie South. Triggers the three. In and out, no good. Rebound down. Grabbed by Valentine. Now again, pushing it with tempo. Bounce pass across. Bad decision. Stolen away by South. Coach McWilliams says go. Sadie South says okay. And now we'll spin back out. Delenti back to Gracie Butler. Thought about it. Didn't have the clean look, though. Now South will trigger another three from a mile away. No good. Rebound down. Morristown East with a chance for the last shot, leading by 5.
Yeah, they're definitely going to slow it down after the high pace here in these last few possessions.
Hall has it. Hall works it over right side. Now back to Sullivan. Sullivan off the dribble. Back right side for Valentine. Valentine drives, throws up the runner with a lot of time left and 5 seconds for Gracie Butler. 3 seconds, Butler with 2, will throw up the shot, no, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Fast start for the home team. Upperman settles in a little bit, and we're on track for a good one. It's 15-10. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Goff Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the 290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145. Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics and UCR.
15-10 the score. The Lady Hurricanes lead on their home floor. It was a fast start for them, led by as many as 7 in that opening quarter, but Upperman able to battle back. It's a 5-point game right now. Lady Bees open up with the basketball. I'm Noah McKay, joined by Jacob Vincent. Glad to be with you today for 2. Maryville coming up against the Lady Bees. Later on, Butler got free inside but couldn't hold the pass, so she works it back out. Delenti with it left wing side. Sends back to Gracie Butler. One-on-one. Butler Euros inside off the glass for 2.
Yeah, it's a really good move, especially because she had a wide-open layup to open up the second quarter. Couldn't hold on to it.
Nearly stolen. Warpler. Cora Bass pokes it away. Can Butler save it? She can. But now it's still loose, rolling around. We've got a tie-up and a jump. Simultaneous possession, and it'll stay on this end with the Lady Canes.
Yeah, and you can see this Upperman Lady Bees team, they're starting to settle in a little bit after that slow start in the first quarter. Again, this is a good Morristown East squad.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
Remember last year in the state tournament, it'd be 8-5,
Yep.
8-3, and then they go 30
Call
minutes and out point. But different year, obviously, different opponent today. As Warmpler's tied up, she's able to escape out to Valentine. For the most part, been a very physical game so far. Cloninger over left side Valentine. Valentine now finds Sullivan, now inside Warmpler. She had a very good first quarter. Led the game with 9 points. 3 ball up and good. Jalen Valentine off the bench splashes in a triple, and Morristown East back out in front by 6. Cora Bass in the half court now as Upperman looks to answer. Bass, a little crossover, got to be careful with the carries. Now left side Butler. Butler now finds Maggie. Maggie over to Sadie South. Delenti wide open, top of the circle, 3 ball up and good. Taylor Delenti with another Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3, her second of the half.
That's a big shot right there.
She has the potential to be one of the great shooters to ever walk through the halls of Upperman High School in her junior season. There's another one of those too, though, in the form of Sadie South, her sophomore counterpart. Back to a 1-score game. 3 ball up on the other end. That one's no good. Long rebound, and South comes away. Sends it over to Cora Bass. Bass trying to set up in the half court. Maggie Butler, she can shoot it, but instead gives back to Bass. Taylor Delenti with it. Backdoor cut. Maggie Butler goes in strong and good for 2. Lady Bees back within a point.
Well, that zone defensive pressure has slowed them down just enough. They've turned up the pressure here in the three-quarter court as well.
Now just inside the three-point arc, high arcing shot. No. Upperman with the basketball, and they're looking to push it ahead. Delenti fires it to South. South with room to operate. Little Hezzy now drives underneath, reverses Maggie Butler. She'll trigger the 3. No good. Cora Bass, though, goes in. It's knocked out of her hands, and they will give it to Morristown East. And a timeout going to be called here by the Lady Canes. 30-second timeout on the floor. 5:45 to go in the second. Upperman's done a nice job so far battling in.
Yeah, a really good response after going down by 5-6 points early on in this game. And again, starting on that defensive side of the ball, which is where it's always going to start for this Upperman team. But they're hitting shots on the other side. Obviously, a couple of big threes. Taylor Delenti, Sadie South on that side. And then a couple of shots inside, being aided by some misses on the other end by Morristown East. Haven't been able to get the ball inside as much as they probably would like, and that's a credit to the Lady Bees defense, making it difficult on those entry passes so they can't get it inside as easily.
College football scores. Ohio State leads 28-7 over Indiana. Miami leads Wake Forest 28-14. Big one for Tennessee. Florida and Ole Miss tied at 17 early in the fourth quarter. Florida football with a 3rd and 2. If Florida wins, Tennessee goes back firmly into the playoff picture. They should be anyway, as Indiana should fall like a rock out of the top 12. Sorry, Jacob, it's just reality. 26-0. SMU over Virginia, and Rutgers leads Illinois, who shouldn't be ranked, 17-15. Tennessee up over UTEP, 28-0 at halftime. We got a sweat or leaking bottle issue, so they'll dry it up.
Bottles.
Let us know in the comment section who you are, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. Live on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. We'll remind you, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. The makings of a good one. We thought this one could be, and so far it has been. 18-17 our score. Full court press time again for the Lady Bees. Nice acceleration shown by Cloninger. She gets it into the half court for Valentine. Valentine tries to drive in. Butler. What's the call? A block. Maggie Butler called for her second personal. Nope. They didn't call it on Butler.
Called a push.
On Taylor Delenti. So that'll be her first. Team's first, and 2 free throws upcoming here for Morristown East. The first one is good. Jalen Valentine puts it in. Don't like certain things early. Next one is up, and that one is good as well. 2 for 2 at the stripe for Valentine. She's got 5 points in the quarter. That's all of Morristown East points in the quarter. It's back to a 3-point game. Dangerous pass. Maggie Butler able to run it down. Sends it over to her twin, Gracie. Gracie to Delenti. Deep 3 is up, and it is good. Look out. Taylor Delenti with another. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3. Morristown East wastes no time getting into the half court. Valentine fires a pass that's tipped. And now Ava Mae Allen comes away. She'll slow it down in the half court. Gets it out to Delenti. Now right side, Gracie Butler. Butler puts the dribble down. One-on-one, little space. She'll try to take it. Knocked out of her hands. And it'll stay on this end with the Lady Bees. Sadie South got a breather. She's checking back in. And Cora Bass going to get another breather here. 20-20 our score, all tied up. 4:56 to go in the first half. Allen fires it in looking for Butler. It's tipped out of her hands, so to stay on this end with Upperman.
A big start to this second quarter, obviously almost halfway through this second quarter for the Lady Bees. And Taylor Delenti, you said it, as soon as she sees a shot go down, it's danger time for the other team.
3 triples so far. Inbound goes to South, back into the corner for Allen. Now Butler with it. Butler, Delenti wants it. She has it right wing side there, face guarding her. Delenti going to dribble drive towards that baseline, and the sideline loves it as they now know 12 is in the building, and she is a problem. Ava Mae Allen running the point. Left side pass to Gracie Butler, and she tried to get it with one hand, and possession will go back the other way to Morristown East. Cora Bass going to check in. Gracie Butler going to get a breather here. Just trying to calm everything down. 31-7, Ohio State over Indiana. I think about 15th is where Indiana should drop to in the rankings. Played somebody and got blasted for the first time all season long. Pass left side, jumped up and grabbed by Valentine. Now into Wampler. Wampler, 5 seconds in the lane, and a foul is called. And by 5 seconds, I'm at about 15. See who this one goes against. It goes on Maggie Butler. That will be her second, team second, and a trip to the line to shoot 2. Ella Harrell going to go to the scorer's table to check in.
Yeah, and Ella Harrell, whenever she's come in, she gives really good minutes. Just kind of got taken out of the game because of those 2 screens that she set. And the second one definitely wasn't a moving screen and got penalized for it anyways.
Next one for Wampler on the way. Good as well. 2 for 2. She's got 11 points already in this first half. Back to a 2-point lead for Morristown East.
Yeah, that's a really good player. And it's a really good test for this Upperman defense to play a player like that early on in the season.
Delenti now working it off. Very closely guarded by Josie Helton. Now Bass has it. Bass puts the dribble down. Sends left side Sadie South. They left South wide open. Don't pay for it that time, but they will at some point. Rebound down to Sullivan, and she'll bring it up the other way. Sullivan Now sends it across the paint. Nice pass and the shot off and good for two for Josie Helton.
Yeah, I got really good position on that left block and a good dump-off pass. The Lady Bees just out of position defensively down low.
Cora Bass works it over. Now back to South. South reverse feed. Taylor Delenti open again for three. No good. Rebound tipped out of play. And it'll go to the Lady Canes with 3:33 to go in the second.
Yeah, I think Bass just got a piece of it as Gracie Butler checking back into the basketball game. And it's a good shot by Delenti there. A little flare screen out to that left wing and just couldn't quite knock that one down.
In 2 games today for Upperman, they're rolling the subs a little bit more. They're getting them in and out quickly and trying to not only keep them fresh within this game, but knowing you have another game still to go. Wampler has it. Fires a pass across right side, driving in, shot up, no rebound put up, no third chance on the way, no. Harrell gets the rebound and wrestles it away. Now Delenti pushing the tempo. Taylor Delenti with speed towards the baseline. Nicely picked up by Helton. Crossover for Delenti, drives in and a foul. And it'll be on the floor, which it was, but this foul is going to go on Riley Forrester, her first. Team's first here in quarter number 2.
And obviously Morristown East has highlighted Taylor Delenti just as this game has progressed. Okay, they got to stop 12 and haven't been able to do so yet. She's had a nice move there to draw the foul. And they're even still making some defensive substitutions on her.
Butler to inbound, gets it to Bass. Now Ella Harrell has it outside. They are going to war. Butler inside with Sullivan, and Sullivan able to steal the pass away. 4-point lead for Morristown East, 3 to play in the second quarter. Forrester now back over to Sullivan. Sends the pass to Cloninger. That 2-3 zone working for the Lady Bees. They've been really effective in transition. The half court is slowed just a little bit. Wampler fires a pass inside. Butler swats it away, and now Sadie South has it in a foot race. South slams the brakes, throws it to no man's land. Turnover. It goes back the other way to the Lady Canes. Sierra Nash flies off the bench. She's going to check in for the first time. Harmony Sullivan has it, sends it over left side. Valentine now in Wampler from that free throw line. Kicks out Cloninger. She'll trigger the 3. It's up. No good. Rebound down. South goes into the line of the trees. Can't possess it, though. It'll stay on this end with Morristown East. And now Nash will check in for South. And now
kind of the turnovers, maybe the difference in this first half so far for the Lady Bees. Just one too many times. And
well, that's an interesting little play into Sullivan. No good. Rebound to Delenti. And now she'll push it ahead. Delenti eyes up the whole way. Nicely defended in transition by the Lady Canes. Now Bass. Harrell with it. Couple of dribbles. Flips back to Butler. Gracie Butler, head of steam, kicks it in the corner. She got open again. They call it a 3, and it is good. Taylor Delenti with a Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate 3, her 4th of the half.
Every time she catches a pass, you can see the fans from Morristown East throw their hands on their head.
Oh, that's not a foul. Oh, that is not a foul. Ella Harrell called for just standing there. Forrester barreled into her and got just rejected, and they called Ella Harrell for her 3rd foul and a push for standing there.
And it's the 2nd time she's been called for a foul just for being bigger than the other person.
That is a terrible call. She has every right to play defense in there on that low block and stand there with her hands straight up in the air. No chance that's a foul. Cloninger with it here. 1-point lead for Morristown East, who's gotten a gift. Wampler, mid-range pull-up jumper, and they'll capitalize as she puts it in for 2 more. Got a gift. Should have been a travel.
Yeah, especially when you're the one creating the contact.
Oh, my goodness. That is horrible. 1:20 to go in the second. It's 26-23. That one's tipped. Butler will let it go out of play. It'll stay with the Lady Bees. Butler trying to find Cora Bass. Nice feed. Bass over to Delenti again. Quick trigger 3. That one's no good. Harrell, though, battles 2 different defenders and gets it. And the foul is called on the Lady Canes. We'll see. This is on Wampler. Just be her first. And it is. Her first, team second. With 1:11 to go in the second quarter. It's a 3-point game. Bass to inbound beneath the basket. Fires to Butler, throws it up, no good. Rebound down. Cloninger now knocked out of play by Butler. 1:05 to go in the second. It's 26-23. And the Morristown East fans complaining about the officiating is hilarious. Sadie South comes back to the table. Hilarious. Sierra Nash gave him some good minutes off the bench. Now South checks back in forward. Sullivan drives up, now sends over to Cloninger. Out to Valentine, back to Cloninger. Now to the baseline. Feed back out Sullivan. Looking in, Wampler, tipped by Harrell. Now Cora Bass will push it with transition. Numbers back, though, nicely delivered by Morristown East. Bass finds Delenti, and they will likely hold. And Gracie Butler's wide open. We'll see what she does. Decides to drive baseline, throws it up. Can't get it to go, but the foul is called, and she will go to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line to shoot two.
Yeah, that's a little too hard to pass up there. You see an open lane and only one defender on you. I'm going to take Gracie Butler in that spot 9 times out of 10.
1 for 2 at the stripes so far. Butler, just 3 points in the first half. And that got the friendly roll off the back of the iron.
One way to get it to fall. The
It's
soft
Taylor,
touch off the rim support.
It's Taylor Delenti, 4-3, spurning on this Upperman offense right now. 26-24 our score. 39.9 to go in half number 1. Second one, no good, pops out. 3 missed free throws is the difference in the game right now for the Lady Bees. Pass inside, and a foul going to be called on Gracie Butler for a push. And she is not happy about it at all, as Wampler fell out from behind her. The chair got pulled on her, and the official wants us to know he's here. So I'm about to give him that recognition that he wants as Abby Stone checks in for the first time tonight. In for Butler. It's just Butler's first personal, but just make the call, dude. Make the call. He was asking to call a tech there.
Right.
I mean, that's what he wanted. He wanted her to say something so he could call a tech.
That's exactly why he made such a big deal out
Make
of it.
the call, bro. That's ridiculous. He wants to be on camera. We're going to put him on camera tonight. Right wing pass, it goes. Valentine. Now Sullivan. Back to Valentine. 17 seconds. Pass out dangerous. Sullivan able to possess it, though. 12 seconds. Back to her. Valentine right side. Sullivan now top of the circle. Now they work it left side. Cloninger, a 3 on line. No. Rebound down. Got to be over the back. And Taylor Delenti goes and protects her teammate Cora Bass. That will go on Wampler. Her second. And they love to get her into foul trouble. 4.2 seconds. Butler back in for the final play. Oh, spicy on a Saturday afternoon. Inbounds to Butler. 3 seconds for Gracie Butler. Butler drives, throws up the shot. This would count, and it goes off the front of the iron. No good. We got a good one for you so far. After 2, Morristown East leads Upperman 26-24. About 8 minutes to hear from our sponsors and then come back with the second half action. Don't go anywhere.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
All Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. All Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student-athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. All Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. The Real Estate Collective is a team of experienced, licensed real estate agents serving the entire Upper Cumberland region. Whether you are looking to buy or sell, the RICO team is ready to serve you. With a focus on people over profits, you can rest assured the Real Estate Collective can help make your real estate dreams a reality. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their current listings at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Iron Vine in Cookeville is the Upper Cumberland's home for delicious Chicago-style pizza, beef, chicken, fish, and more. Located in Cookeville's historic downtown district, Iron Vine's food and atmosphere will keep you coming back for more. Take in stunning views with the UCR team on Tuesday nights at 7, live for the UCR Coaches Show from the rooftop. Fire and Vine is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Let the bidding begin. It's time for the show, and you know it's gonna go high. There's a buzz in the air, and people come from everywhere to hear the auctioneer cry. The sound of the gavel never gets old when you hear an EJ say so. Live or online, we handle auctions of any kind.
Call Amanette's Eagle Auction at 526-5335, where we soar higher.
Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Watson Chevrolet is proud to present the area's best selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Watson Chevy's staff of experts are ready to get you into your next vehicle with unmatched service and knowledge. Stop in at 2350 Cookeville Highway and test drive the all-new Chevy Trax or Silverado today. And remember, don't buy till you see Jason Fye. Watson Chevy is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the UCR Media Network.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality Family of Services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
When you order delivery from Domino's, you can get more than just pizza for $6.99. You can get specialty chicken, savory pastas, oven-baked Parmesan bread bites, molten lava crunch cakes, and medium 2-topping pizzas as well. We didn't stop at pizza, and you don't have to either.
The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate proudly presents this home on Links Drive in Cookeville. With 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in a prime location, this could be your forever home. Call 931-979-1191 for more information and to schedule a showing, or visit chadandamycrouch.com. The Crouch team with Highlands Elite Real Estate is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Visit swallowsinsurance.com or call us today, 931-526-4025. Protecting your future, it's what we do. Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate is proud to present the Golf Ridge Resort at Center Hill Lake, featuring homes and large level building lots. Homes starting in the $290s and building lots starting at $42,900. The lots are soil tested and approved with utilities at the road and are ready for you to build your dream home. For more information, contact Realtor Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate at 931-979-7145.
What if opportunity was all in a day's work?
We find new ways to make vacation dreams a reality. And that inspires me to do my best work every single day.
What if you can make a real impact in people's lives with a team that cares?
What I do matters, not just for guests, but for my team. We rely on each other each and every day.
What if your work inspired fun and moved people?
We put the world on vacation. Our job is to make people happy. Inspiring travelers around the world to live their best lives never stops being fulfilling.
At Travel and Leisure, what if can be what is. Stop wondering. Join the travel movement and start a career where memories start with you.
Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to be the presenting sponsor of Upperman Football on UCR. Located at 755 Buffalo Valley Road in Cookeville, Gentry's Power Equipment is your local steel dealer. With a huge selection of outdoor power equipment, including chainsaws, blowers, trimmers, mowers, pressure washers, and more. They are your local one-stop shop for high-quality equipment. Locally owned and operated, Gentry's Power Equipment is proud to support Upperman Athletics, and UCR Sports and Outdoors in Jamestown is the Upper Cumberland's best sporting goods store. From cleats to camping supplies and everything in between, this family-owned store has it all. Hall Sports and Outdoors is proud to support our community, including student athletes throughout the Upper Cumberland. Stop in at 207 South Main Street or visit their website at hall42.com. Hall Sports and Outdoors is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. First of two for the Lady Bees today. They'll take on Maryville a couple hours after the conclusion of this one. They trail right now against the Lady Canes of Morristown East 26-24. Tonight's broadcast presented by Gentry's Power Equipment. I'm Noah McKay. He's Jacob Benson. Happy to be with you this afternoon. Tennessee routing UTEP 35-0. Florida first down, up 24-17 on Ole Miss, middle of fourth quarter. I know a lot of you care about that like I do, so I'm going to keep updating you on it. And if you don't, I'm sorry, but I'm going to anyway because I have the microphone. Indiana just scored to make it a 16-point game with Ohio State, but just 2 minutes to go. That will not happen. Meanwhile here, Taylor Delente, 4 first-half threes. 14 points for her, pacing the way for this Lady Bees team that has not gotten the whistle in this ball game and yet finds themselves only down 2. And now Taylor Delente open 3. That one's no good. They're looking for their first lead. They can't quite find it yet. Harmony Sullivan with it in the half court. Picked up by Cora Bass. Now kicks out. Warmer. She puts up the 3. No good. Looking for the bank. Rebound tipped up. Stiff collision. Now Gracie Butler comes away with it on a steal. Butler into the half court like a freight train. Throws it up. No call. Rebound down to Wampler. Now ahead it comes to Sullivan. Full court pass ahead. Now a nice feed inside, but it's no good. Too strong on the lay by Hall, and Maggie Butler gets the rebound. Cora Bass fires it ahead. Miscommunication, but South able to possess. Maggie Butler thought about it. Now gives back to South, rather. South over to left to Gracie Butler. Now to Bass. Bass gives back to Lenti. Now a pass that's tipped. Maggie Butler has it. Maggie spins out of some trouble. Backdoor feed looking for South, who comes away with it. Now Delente. Shot fake, gets inside, puts it off the glass, and good for 2, and we're tied for the first time since it was 0-0.
And that's what makes Taylor Delente so difficult, because you have to respect the outside shot, but she can do it inside too.
Gracie Butler gets credited with a block. Will be equal opportunity. That one should have been a foul. 26-26 with 6:31 to go in the third. Ava Mahallen going to check in. I don't know what's going on right now.
East Tennessee.
Whew. It's a good way of putting it, my friend.
Almost just got called for a horse collar tackle.
Of course they did.
No, that's a good thing.
Oh, missed it. That's
Ole
perfect.
Miss.
Oh, thank you. Triple up. I got so many teams I'm rooting for today. As there's a foul called on Wampler going for the rebound. Came over the back of Delenti, and that's a big call, Jacob. Her third. She has 13 points. Nobody else has more than 5 for this Lady Canes team, and now she's forced to the bench.
Yeah, that's a really big call because now for the Lady Bees, they got to take advantage. She's been able to knock it down from outside, getting the job done inside, and obviously a good defender on the inside as well. So now maybe opens up a few opportunities offensively for the Lady Bees.
Bass, Butler, Ava Mae Allen, Delenti, and South. 5 on the floor here for the Lady Bees. Taylor Delenti now pops free. Closed out on. Now she'll put the dribble down one-on-one. Forced back out, being closely guarded. Delenti now with a nice crossover. Splits the defense and the foul. Taylor Delenti has shown another evolution to her game again this year with the ball handling skills. As this one goes on Hannah Hall, that'll be her first, team's second.
Yeah, and she's going to have to be because she's going to get guarded like this every single game. Obviously, district opponents know how good she is, and they're going to zero in on her.
Inbound pass to Bass. Now Butler sends over to Delenti. Taylor Delenti, baseline drive, now forced back. Cora Bass. Bass gets to the free throw line, picks up, back to Allen. Allen eyes up the whole way. Defender steps towards her in the form of Sullivan. Nice crossover there. Flip back, Delenti, it ricochets around. It's a steal, and it's going to be an easy 2 for Sullivan if she can put it through. And she will. Back out in front by 2, go to the Lady Canes.
I think the Bees have tied it twice, 20-20, 26-26.
And now it'll be tied at 28-28 as Taylor Delenti quickly gets the feet ahead and finishes for 2.
But still looking for their first lead of this game.
Now quickly into the corner on the other end. Nowhere close. Allen with the rebound. Lady Bees with a chance to take the lead. Bass into the half court with a ton of speed. Spins around, loses. Now back to Allen. Over to Butler. Maggie Butler wide open. No. Rebound down to the Lady Canes. Now Sullivan into the half court. Gives back. They just can't get that lead. Wampler on the bench, and this team looks very different. Left wing pass it goes. It finds Forrester. Now a pass that's tipped into the backcourt. It'll be a backcourt violation. Possession back to Upperman with 4:52 to go in the third. I'm trying to watch so many different things at once here.
Indiana kicked an onside kick and did not get it.
Aww. They should be 15th in the country on Tuesday night. And as long as they're behind Tennessee, I'm good. We can both make it.
Hey, I was going to say, Ole Miss is going to lose.
They better
hopefully
be.
lose.
Oh, you jinxed it. Inbounds, Butler able to get it to Allen, who worked away from Cloninger. 4:50 to go in the third quarter. It's 28-28.
Notre Dame still to play.
Flip pass inside and a foul. Ella Harrell had positioning, and Helton had no choice, had to grab her to reach around, and possession stays. Third team foul. And hey, the whistle's been a lot better here in the third quarter so far. And the fans around us don't like it because they were getting a good favorable whistle in the first half. They're not right now. Butler starts to drive, gets inside. Butler and a foul. Gracie Butler to the Sonia Brown with American Way Real Estate free throw line. Sullivan called for her second personal. Oh, they called it on the floor. I'm not exactly sure how that's on the floor. I'm having more fun. Allen going to inbound, finds Butler in the lane of the trees, and she puts it in for the first time. Upperman leads. Now quickly ahead, though, in transition. Shot blocked. Ella Harrell with the swat. Delenti pushing it in transition now. Sends it back to Butler, but way too high on the pass, and possession goes back to the Lady Canes.
The fans that have moved down rows just to heckle the officials is hilarious. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm just watching them.
Cora Bass checks back in. Ava Mae Allen just gave some good minutes to this Upperman team. And a touchdown for Ohio State. Later, IU, later. Pass ahead to Cloninger.
That's why you kick it deep. You needed it to be a two-possession game.
Sends it over right side to Valentine. Valentine goes back now around Helton. Left wing pass. They're looking to regain their advantage or at least tie. Valentine. Couple of dribbles. Now gives back. Cloninger. Sullivan now sends it down. Again, Wampler has set 13 points, but she's out of the game with 3 fouls. Still 4 to go in the third quarter. And when she gets back in, she's at the scorer's table. It's going to be attack mode for Butler and Delenti inside. Shot thrown up. No again. Offensive rebound. The putback. No and a foul. It'll be a trip to the line for Helton, who did a good job to get that offensive rebound. Let's see who this call is against. A couple of Lady Bees there defensively. Who's 5? Upperman doesn't have a 5. Or anybody with a 5 in their number. Am I missing something here, Jacob? As the first free throw is no good. I got no clue who it was on.
I guess Ella Harrell, 50.
Yeah, that'll be her 4th.
Out.
That'll be her 4th. There you go. Thank you. That'll be her 4th. So now she'll be forced out of the game for a while. Helton makes the second, back to a 1-point game, and Ella Harrell should have 2 fouls right now, but we're not hearing that around. Cora Bass running the point. She brings it up. Played a lot in spurts the past couple of years now. She's got that point guard position. See what she can do with it. Butler gives back to Maggie Butler. Now South looking inside. Dangerous pass tipped. Well defended. And now here they come the other way. The Lady Canes in transition with Forrester. Forrester picks up her dribble. Now sends back to Sullivan. Sullivan, step back 3. No, but an offensive rebound. Wow, Upperman got away with a push. Tie up inside. Can't remember where the arrow is. Arrow belongs this way with the Lady Canes. Now Allen going to check in. We've got a timeout call by Dana McWilliams, who senses the tenor of the gym and wants to get her girls on their side. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay through it. 3:18 to go in the third. Right now, if you're Upperman, considering the matchup, how early it is in the season, you got to like how they're performing.
Yeah, it's been a really nice job by this Upperman Lady Bees team. Obviously, they were undersized last year, have been undersized coming into this season, and this is a good Morristown East team. Obviously, they've shown that, and we said it too. When Wampler came out, they were going to have to take advantage of that. They've been able to take the lead, and you said it too. A good timeout taken there by Coach McWilliams, kind of feeling the energy in this gym so far and trying to calm everybody down, both the players on the court and everybody in the gym. And so a good timeout, and obviously it's getting pretty physical in the third quarter. For just the first week of the year, it's a pretty physical ball game right now.
It is indeed. Ole Miss has the football down 7 with 2 minutes to go near midfield against Florida at the Swamp. A win there for Ole Miss all but likely puts Tennessee into the college football playoff if they win next week. They should be in anyway because Indiana's getting blasted. Inbounds pass coming here for the Lady Canes. They have it in the half court, trailing by 1. Pass tip, able to keep it in bounds. Sullivan now sends back, starting to drive, kick back to her. She's open for 3. It's online and it's good. Harmony Sullivan with her first triple of the day. Back out in front by 2. Go to the Lady Canes. Now Bass in the half court. Surveys the floor a couple of times. Maggie Butler has it. Butler looking on Wampler, flips back to Lenti. Taylor DeLenti drives inside, puts it up, good for 2. Wampler couldn't pick up her 4th personal, and Taylor DeLenti knew it.
Yeah, that's exactly what this Lady Bees team, they're smart. They're going to try to attack her every single time down on that offensive side.
20
good drive
for Taylor DeLenti so far.
That's impressive.
3 2s in this quarter. No 3s yet. She had 4 in the first half. Back out top of the key, Valentine works it over left side, Cloninger. Now back to Sullivan. Upperman moving the zone a little bit, gets open for 3, no good, and a good rebound for Maggie Butler. Now here's Taylor DeLenti pushing it with tempo again. DeLenti accelerates inside. Taylor DeLenti taking over the basketball game.
That's a heck of a drive. She had all the defense in front of her and just put a kind of a speed boost dribble on and got right past everybody. And not a great defensive transition there for Morristown East.
Cloninger gives back to Valentine. Lady Bees in front by 2. Back to Cloninger. Baseline pass. Room to operate there. Now they reverse back to Sullivan. A deep 3. No good. Rebound down. Put back up. No. Fight for the rebound now. It's loose.
The ball was out of bounds.
It was clearly out of bounds. And a timeout called by Morristown East. 2 feet away. Looking right at it. Ball was clearly out of bounds. 30-second timeout on the floor, 34-32. Taylor DeLenti, the next evolution in her game, ball handling, getting inside, driving. We know she could shoot the 3. She's taken over, 22 points so far.
Yeah, she's been really impressive, and obviously it's an Upperman offense that in the half court hasn't had a ton outside of Taylor DeLenti. Obviously, you got 34 points right now, and 22 of those have been to Taylor DeLenti. So she's having a phenomenal ball game, and these two teams pretty evenly matched right now with each other. Obviously, two different styles, and when you're playing against Upperman's zone defense, you got to be able to shoot. They've made just enough threes in this game, that being at Morristown East.
They haven't. Remember, this is a Morristown East team that was about 16 points early in the second quarter. They had 15 in the first quarter alone. They have 17 points since then. See that boa constrictor defense coming out a little bit here for Upperman. But they play good defense on the other end as well. Driving in the lane here is Forrester. Double team arrives. It's tipped, but Sullivan able to possess. May Allen really good off the bench defensively so far in this game for the Lady Bees. Now inside, little reverse pass. Sullivan got open for three again. This one's offline. No good. Maggie Butler with another big rebound. And guess who's bringing it up? Taylor Delenti with it. Gives back to Allen. Now Gracie Butler. Butler, she can be that Bulldog scorer, but hasn't had to be yet today. Butler, one-on-one, drives in. Nice feed to Maggie Butler off the glass. Butler to Butler, and it's the largest lead of the game for Upperman at 4 points. Quickly ahead, here comes Morristown East. Mid-range jumper up and good. A quick answer for Hannah Hall. First point since back in the first quarter for her. She's got 6 in the game.
Yeah, now under 50 seconds to go in the quarter. I'd expect the Lady Bees to hold on to this, let that run down, and try to take that final shot.
Cora Bass says maybe not. Starts to accelerate, now retreats. Yeah, this is the hold it special here for one final shot. Ensure you go into the final quarter with the lead. Bass with it, 28 seconds, puts the dribble down. Bass back to Maggie Butler, who just hold it for a few seconds. 20 now on the clock. Down to 16. Butler gives back to Bass. 10 seconds, now they'll go to work. Bass off the dribble, 7 seconds. Flips to Allen. Now looking in Maggie Butler. Back to Gracie Butler. 2 seconds. Delenti inside! No good. Couldn't quite get a handle on it as she tried to put it in. But that brings us to the end of the third quarter. After 3, it's Upperman 36, Morristown East 34. You're watching Upperman basketball presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network.
The Real Estate Collective Auction Group offers expertise in a variety of services, including real estate, personal property, equipment, and nonprofit benefit auctions. Call 931-559-9500 for more information or see their upcoming auctions at letsgorico.com. The Real Estate Collective Auction Group is proud to support student athletes in our area and this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. Tee Up is the Upper Cumberland's brand new indoor golfing experience. With 3 state-of-the-art simulators, you can work on some of the world's best courses, all in the comfort of their climate-controlled facility. You want to know how you can improve? See everything from club speed to spin rate in seconds. Conveniently located at 141 4th Street in Baxter. Stop in. Visit them online at teupgolfclub.com or call them at 931-559-GOLF to reserve your simulator today. Tee Up is proud to support this broadcast on the UCR Media Network.
Welcome back. 1 quarter to go here in game number 1 for the Lady Bees. They have the lead for the first time, 36-34, and it's because of Taylor Delenti. She has 22 points, including 8 in that third quarter, and none of them came behind the arc. Upperman going to have the ball to open up this fourth quarter against a good 4A team. Lady Bees trying to close it out and get to 2-0 on the season, but Morristown East going to have a push here in the fourth and final quarter.
Yeah, and it was getting physical. It was getting testy there in that third quarter, and they were able to settle down. They called a timeout, and they were able to get the lead going into the fourth quarter. Really good third quarter for the Lady Bees.
Yeah, they got the goat on the clipboard, and she went to work in that halftime locker room and in that timeout. Butler to Delenti, got free. Nice closeout, though, and she puts the dribble down. Upperman not looking for a quick shot. They're only looking for a good shot. As Butler gives back to Gracie Butler. Little hand fighting. Butler got inside, lost handle on it. Now a scrum for it on the floor, and the Lady Canes possess. Sullivan going to bring it into the half court. Spins off a defender, puts up the jumper. That's a tough take. Harmony Sullivan, 9 points in the game. She's got 7 in the second half.
She's had a couple of tough shots like that one. That one ties it up. Again, you said it, this Morristown East team, it's a good 4A ball club. They're not going to go away, especially against a good Upperman team.
Right side, Sadie South. South been relatively quiet today on offense. Delenti with it, sends out to Maggie Butler. Butler finds Gracie Butler. Gracie picks up the dribble, now out to Delenti. Bass with it right side. Pass gives over to Maggie Butler. Now Gracie Butler, and there's the foul. Yeah, Harmony Sullivan trying to get the steal. Got her arm in there. Third personal on her. First team foul against the Lady Canes in a tied-up game.
This might be the first high school gym I've ever been to that doesn't have the foul count on the scoreboard.
I'm trying to keep it in the
Now, some
quarters.
people
It's
don't
tough.
keep the foul count, but they don't even have the option.
Delenti got held on her jersey, gets away, stiff screen. We've got a Lady Cane down and injured. Delenti gets inside, kicks back to Sadie South. Open three, no. And maybe they'll whistle this, I don't know. They will, yes. And Cloninger, a little bit shaken up, took a screen, went down, and tough young lady, she's going to go and get tended to. There's nothing to call there, just a stiff shot. It was not. 6:26 to go in the ball game. It's 36-36. She's a bit shaken up. Hopefully she is okay. Ole Miss has got the football back on a punt with 1:03 to play, down by 7. Really need Florida to win that game for Tennessee's sake. Sullivan, she's really playing well in this second half. Happy feet, got away with it. Over to Sullivan. Now inside out pass, Sullivan, little shot fake, mid-range pull-up jumper, got it. She is red hot, and back out in front go the Lady Canes on their home floor.
Yeah, it's kind of going from Wampler to Sullivan, and Sullivan has been able to knock down her last 3 shots or so.
Gracie Butler with it, accelerates, kicks to South. Is this the one that gets her going? No, she is just off. We've got a foul for a tie-up. Who's it on?
Gracie Butler got tagged.
And it is going to be Gracie Butler called for the personal, and that'll be her second. Team's first, and Dana McWilliams wants timeout with 5:54 to go in the ball game. 38-36. Full timeout. We'll take it with him and be back in 30 seconds. Eminette's Eagle Auction and Realty is proud to present this 5-property, online-only absolute auction in Albany, Kentucky. Featuring homes, mobile homes, and lots, you can bid on this multi-property sale at eagleauctions.com or call 931-526-5335 for more information. Bidding in this online-only auction ends on Tuesday, November 26th at 10 a.m. Eminette's Eagle Auction and Realty is a proud sponsor of this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 5:54 to go in the ball game. 38-36. Morristown East back out in front. Timeout called on the floor by Coach McWilliams. It's going to be Morristown East basketball after a foul called on the Lady Bees. Figured this one could be a good game, and it has been a good game so far, and the outcome still very much up in the air.
Yeah, this has been really good. It's been the Taylor Delenti show for the Upperman Lady Bees. On the other side, it was Wampler to start, and now Sullivan has knocked down a couple of big shots back and forth, and this is, I think, kind of what we expected as well. How does Upperman respond to the size of Morristown East? It's been pretty good, but now Morristown East is hitting some shots and able to take the lead back.
5:54 to go in regulation here. Full court press time for the Lady Bees. Nice pass ahead to Valentine. It's swiped from behind by Delenti. She saves it into Harrell, but then it's stolen right back. Sullivan gets an open three. No. Rebound down. A big one for Maggie Butler. She has several so far today.
Yeah, she's had some really good rebounds inside. Again, against a bigger Morristown East team, they've needed them.
Looking into Harrell. That one tipped by Wampler out of play. It'll stay with Upperman. Trying to get that quick hitter to Harrell where she can just turn and put it right in the hoop. 5:31 to go in regulation. Bass on the inbound. Goes over the top to Allen. Back to Cora Bass. Again, Harrell, that inside positioning against these two big posts for Morristown East. Driving in. Bass off the glass. What a take for Cora Bass. Her first points today.
That's a good job. Morristown East not expecting her to take it all the way to the basket, and a really good drive and finish.
Again, Morristown East wastes no time getting it into the half court. Back to Sullivan. Upperman's done a better job the last 3 quarters. In the first quarter, they got hit with several transition points off of baskets like that. You gotta have your antennas up at all times. Into the mid-range, a little runner thrown up, and getting the friendly roll in the home gym is Hannah Hall. She's got 8 points today, back out in front by 2, go to the Lady Canes.
And Hall did a really good job getting into the middle of the zone, and then nobody came to pick her up, so she just went right to the basket and able to put the floater up and in.
Off the dribble, there goes Cora Bass again. Picks it up, now she's in some trouble. Bass able to find Delenti. Been a while since Taylor Delenti's had the basketball. They're calling that closely guarded, so she's got to go to work. Delenti against Sullivan. Back to Bass. Now Allen with it. Allen sends over to Ella Harrell. Harrell. Couple of dribbles, finds Taylor Delenti. Delenti works it inside, now backs out. Over to Ava Mae Allen. 4:10 to go. Butler back to Allen, now left side Delenti. Delenti thinking about it against a zone look potentially. A little bit here inside. What a feed to Harrell, and Ella Harrell off the glass for two.
She had been working, should step out of the paint, get back in the paint, and establish, and a good pass inside for a good finish.
Down goes Ole Miss as this three ball is up. It's an air ball. They can't save it in, and it'll go back to Upperman. An interception for Florida. Ole Miss loses in the swamp, and Tennessee is going to go to the playoff if they beat Vanderbilt next week.
Helps Indiana, too.
And I don't know if he actually caught that. He did not. They're gonna have another gas, but Florida just needs to not collapse, and they're gonna win. 3:42 to go in the ball game. It's 40-40. Bass picks up her dribble. Now underhand flip to Harrell, back to Bass. Loses handle on it, gets it back. Now Allen. Allen back to Cora Bass. Bass. In a tie game. It's getting late in a hurry. It's why you schedule these early in the season. See what you got. Bass floats back out. 3:13 to go. Nice stutter step for Taylor Delenti. A step back three. No good. Rebound down. Hannah Hall comes away with it. Now here's Sullivan. Sullivan got away with one. Sends it over right side. Grabbed by Cloninger. Cloninger back to Sullivan. 2:55 and counting to go. Back to her right side. Back and forth they go. Now they send back Cloninger. Right wing to Sullivan. Driving inside is Hall. Throws up the runner. No. Rebound tipped. Ella Harrell won it. Now here's Allen with 2:35 to go. Ava Mae Allen slams the brakes. Finds Cora Bass. Nice feed over there. And now Maggie Butler. Butler picks up her dribble. Wanting it inside's Harrell, but it's way over her head, out of play, and an unforced error results in Morristown East getting the basketball back.
That one hurts too because she actually had a really good position. If you get a better pass in there, she probably has 2 more points and you get the lead back on your side. You said it, this clock has been ticking down because these possessions have taken a long time, these last 3 or 4 possessions. Already down to 2:17.
Left side Cloninger has it, 2:13 to go in the ball game. We're still tied up at 40. Now Forrester. Right side Sullivan. Work it back around to the left wing for Forrester. Sadie South back to the table. 2 minutes to go in regulation. All tied up at 40 apiece. Around the world against the 2-3 zone. Upperman content to let them do that. Just don't want to have a breakdown. Left side Forrester. Back up to Cloninger. Forrester again. 1:44 to go. Long possession. Wonder if you may see a timeout here at some point by Morristown.
If I'm Morristown East, I'm just going to keep running that clock down so you don't give Upperman a chance.
And now here comes a little bit more pressure from the Lady Bees. And they are just trying to tire out the defense a little bit.
What point do you bring that pressure out and maybe go man-to-man to speed them up a little bit?
That's the discussion on the bench right now. 1:20 to go. Florida did just beat Ole Miss in the swamp. A real interception this time. Ole Miss bounced. And now a timeout call by Morristown East with 1:12 to go in the ball game. The chess match is on right now. Full timeout. We'll take it with them and have the finish when we come back. Coverage presented by Gentry's Power Equipment on the Watson Chevy UCR Media Network. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to support student athletes and athletic departments throughout the Upper Cumberland. They're also proud to sponsor the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the Game on this broadcast. From trophies to t-shirts, they can do it all. Stop by and see them at 120 Circle Drive in Allgood or give them a call at 931-537-9559. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing is proud to sponsor this broadcast on the UCR Media Network. 1:12 to go in regulation. We're tied up at 40. Lady Canes with the basketball. Both teams 1-0. Somebody's going to earn a hard-fought victory over a good opponent. Upperman's defense going to need to get another stop here.
Yeah, 1:12 to go, and I wonder what Upperman does defensively. They were in that zone, and Morristown, he's very content with just kind of moving it around that zone until something opened up. So I wonder if you go into a different looking zone or if you even go man-to-man. Now they struggled a little bit in man-to-man to start out the basketball game. That's where Morristown East was able to get out to their lead. But you got to try to force maybe a turnover, and obviously you need a stop.
40-40 is our score, and we'll see how much pressure the Lady Bees come out with here. They're trying to do something here on the inbound, certainly. Ball to inbound, running out of time, and a timeout called after about 6.5 seconds, granted to the Lady Canes. So timeout called on the floor. We'll stay through it here. Don't forget, later on tonight, there's a JV game, and then the Upperman Lady Bees take on another 4A team in Maryville. Maryville. It'll be Maryville. Because I'm on Maryville. It's Maryville, you know. We are here. The boys will be in action for the first time Monday against James Lawson, a school nobody's ever heard of. I think it's a team that changed names.
I think you said
it's a school
it was
that
a renamed
names. Yes.
team.
I just never remember which school it was that renamed it. And then the girls will play on Tuesday. You'll have a quick holiday break. We will have football action on Friday.
Lafayette and Jasper?
I will be in Lafayette. You'll be in Jasper. As York and Macon County try to punch their ticket to the state championship game in their respective classes. Meanwhile, just a little bit to our west on Rocky Top, Tennessee's up 42-0 on UTEP. Middle of the third quarter. Here we go. 40-40 our score, 1:12 to go in the ball game.
Hillwood High School.
That's right. Upperman is ratcheting up that defensive pressure a little bit, stretching that zone. Cloninger gets it over to Forster. Back to Cloninger. Now Sullivan has it. Upperman's got plenty of speed at that guard position to try and pressure you.
And they're trying to set a screen out top, too.
Wampler shuffles the feet, gets inside. Little runner. Good and one. Been a long time since she scored all the way back to the second quarter, but her 15th point is the biggest so far. She's got an opportunity for a three-point play.
Yeah, that's a gamer right there. Had been playing with 3 fouls for some time and able to get it inside. The defense doesn't get out to her quick enough. She takes it inside, able to draw the contact. Now for the Lady Bees, you're hoping for a miss.
She is 4 for 4 so far at the charity stripe. 53.4 seconds to go in regulation. Sets up with a couple of dribbles, flies it away, and it is no good. Rebound down, though. It's still loose. A scrum for it. It's still loose, and Upperman comes away. Cora Bass pushing it ahead in a 2-point game. Now she slams the brakes. It ricochets around. Still loose. And a kick on who? Oh, my goodness. A kick called on Upperman with 42 seconds to go. And it's the same official who is called a bunch of terrible calls tonight in one direction. Never seen that one before, Jacob. You see a kick there?
No.
Yep, because it didn't happen. Now Sullivan working against the full court press. 38 seconds. Now Delenti steps up to her. And a blocking foul is called on Taylor Delenti. 32 seconds to go in the game. One last time for the Stripes to show up today in the middle of a scrum, a kick ball violation. And now Upperman going to have to play the foul game if they can't force a turnover. Going back to get it. That one nearly stolen away. They have it, and Sullivan is fouled by Bass. Cora Bass will be called for the personal. 29 seconds to go.
And again, we don't know how many team fouls there are because they don't have any scoreboard with the team foul count or the ability to put a team foul count up.
Inbound coming here for Morristown East. They get it into the backcourt. Now trying to accelerate is Cloninger. Gives it over to Forster. 24 seconds. There's the foul. Sadie South called for the personal. That's her first.
That's at least
it is the
three
bonus.
Already. Yeah,
it is the bonus.
Be getting close.
This will send Riley Forster to the line. Her first trip to the stripe tonight. She makes them both. It's a 2-possession game, and it'll likely be enough.
Yeah, you at least need a miss.
You need one miss. You'd love two if you're Upperman here. Forster for the first time trying to get on the stat sheet. Spins it back. Flies it away, and it is good. Nothing but net. Cool, calm, and collected.
Yeah, big free throw right there for Forster, who hadn't really touched the ball a whole lot in this game.
23.1. This one is the critical one to make it a 2-possession game. First one was no problem. The second one is no problem. 2 for 2. Timeout called on the floor. Full timeout by Morristown East. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
The Quality Family, a local company supporting and caring for our local communities. The Quality Family offers services to get you back to the game. From bracing to oxygen and everything in between, we can meet your medical equipment needs with Buckeye Home Medical Equipment. If you have an in-home need for strength and conditioning, for example after a surgery or injury, Quality Home Health is available to provide individualized care while you are on the mend. For those with end-of-life diseases, Quality Hospice is available to provide nurturing care during those difficult times. Choose the Quality family of services for care within your community. Visit thequalityfamily.com to navigate all we have to offer you.
23.1 seconds to go in regulation. A 4-point lead for Morristown East. 2 big free throws for Riley Forrester have given them the advantage to 2 scores. Upperman with the basketball. They're going to have to score quickly here if they want a chance in this one.
Yeah, a couple of really big shots by Wampler, and then the 2 big free throws right there to make it a 2-possession game. And you said you got to go down quickly. Don't necessarily need a 3, but you have to go quickly. 23 seconds. You got to get down the court in at least 5-6 seconds and get a bucket in, no matter what kind of bucket it is. And then you got to get a quick foul as well.
After an asinine kickball violation, gave the ball back to Morristown East. They get the 2 free throws. Cora Bass going to have to go quickly here with 21 seconds left. Bounces it for Harrell. Harrell waits, trying to get Delenti free. She pops out. 14 seconds. They got to go. Delenti off the dribble. Going to have to trigger it. Sends it to South. She will trigger it, and it's no good, and that'll be enough. Wampler with it with 6 seconds to go. Morristown East going to survive and get to 2-0. Final score, Lady Canes 44, Lady Bees 40.
It's a really good win for Morristown East, especially Upperman taking a lead in that 4th quarter. Morristown East able to make their way back, get it tied, and then with about 2 minutes left, that's when they started to run that clock down. They'd run it down to about 1:30, and then they were able to find Wampler after that to get the bucket. A couple of free throws late. That's a really good win for Morristown East.
Really good win for Morristown East, and exactly why these 2 teams scheduled each other early in the season. See where they are. If you're Upperman, you get to go back to work against Maryville in 2 hours. Sky's not falling. A fine performance tonight. The shots weren't falling for a lot of their shooters in this ball game outside of Taylor Delenti. They'll see if they can change that here in a couple of hours.
Yeah, it's a 4A team that's going to make a deep playoff run. They made the region semis last year. A team that returned everybody from that team and obviously have expectations of getting to a region championship in a sectional game this year. So nothing to hang their heads about. Obviously, you'd rather get off to a faster start, and maybe that's something you look forward to coming up in the game against Maryville later on.
Scoring from the game is as follows. 15 points for Ella Wampler tonight. Harmony Sullivan, 11 points, 9 of which came in half number 2. 8 points tonight for Hannah Hall. 5 points for Jalen Valentine. 3 points for Josie Helton. And 2 points for Riley Forrester for a team total of 44. For Upperman in this ball game, 22 for Taylor Delenti. Paces them by a wide margin. Gracie Butler with 6. 4 points apiece for Ella Harrell and Maggie Butler. 2 points apiece for Cora Bass and Sadie South for a team total of 40. Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game, Jacob?
It's going to be Ella Wampler. Those 15 points, and we didn't hear from her for quite a bit in that 4th quarter until the big shot late to put them up by the 2 points. Missed the free throw, but it didn't matter in the end, and a really good performance from their post player.
She is the Nelson Trophy and Screen Printing Player of the game. We will be back here with a tip-off of...
Supposed to be 4:30. Our time, Central Time.
I'm going to go ahead and assume that's going to be a little bit delayed.
It is a JV game, though, so they go a little bit quicker.
4:30 Central Time. Yes, 4:30 Central Time right here. So about an hour and a half from now, we'll be back here as the Lady Bees look to get back into the win column with a matchup against 0-1 Maryville. Final score in game number 1, Morristown East 44, Upperman 40. I'm Noah McKay for